This video is brought to you in part by CuriosityStream. Stay tuned after this video for a special offer from this amazing product. The Greek god of war Kratos is an extremely complex character that is often characterized by their anger. Yet, in 2018's God of War, we were introduced to a new, more subdued Kratos, one that has had years to think about the actions they have committed in the name of his anger and revenge. This new facet of his character has introduced us, the audience, to a man that is full of regret, a man that looks back at his life and ponders on whether or not he has made the correct decisions. The Kratos presented in 2018's God of War provides a focus for the examination of philosophy, and in this case, the philosophy of regret. This is Derek from Entertainment Stew, and welcome to another Overthinking. Before we can discuss the philosophy of regret, we must first explore the vehicle that we'll be utilizing. 2018's God of War is set after the previous 8 games. In this game, Kratos, the Greek god of war, has defeated the gods of Olympus and has started his life anew in one of the 9 realms of Norse mythology. Kratos now has a son named Atreus, whom he had with his late wife Faye. Together, Kratos and Atreus travel across the realm to scatter Faye's ashes from the highest peak in all of the land.
He doesn't know what you are.
And I would keep it that way. Who are you?
Me? I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the 9 realms. I know every corner of these lands, every language spoken, every war waged, every deal struck. They call me Mamiya, smartest man alive. And I have the answer to your every question.
Why does the son of Odin hunt us?
Okay, there are a few gaps in my knowledge. But Odin's had me imprisoned here for 109 winters. I'm a clever lad. I can piece it together. Promise. Just given time.
Nobody there, just like I said.
The boy's mother is dead. She wished her...
She wanted us to spread her ashes on the highest peak in all the realms.
Oh, then you've come to the wrong place, little brother. The highest peak in all the realms is not here in Midgard. It's in Jotunheim, realm of the giants.
No!
That could not be what she meant.
Take a look. This is the last known bridge to Jotunheim in all the realms. See that mountain? Looks like a giant's finger scraping the sky. That's the highest peak in all the realms. No here.
Can't we just take that bridge? We have a Bifrost.
When the giants destroyed all other bridges to their realm, they locked this one up with a secret rune. If it still exists, only a giant would know it.
And all of them left Midgard a long time ago.
True. But today, the winds of fate have kicked up a strange vortex of coincidence. Fact is, there's only one person alive who can get you where you need to go. And luckily for you, my schedule's wide open.
With this in mind, we can now look at the philosophical framework that we'll be using to critically look at God of War. This philosophical framework comes from the philosopher Benjamin Matheson. In an essay published in 2017, Matheson attempts to explore the communicative function of regret. He does this by attempting to argue against the popular concept of no regrets. Matheson's essay attempts to argue against an idea proposed by philosopher Rudiger Bittner in 1992. Bittner proposed that ultimately regret is a useless indulgence that only exists to make a bad situation worse. Bittner goes on to explain that regret is without a positive purpose or function, and it's an inherently negative emotion that does nothing but causes pain and makes us unhappy. Because of this, we must purge regret from our lives. So, live your life to the fullest. Do whatever you want. Don't let anyone stop you from being you. You. No regrets. YOLO! Matheson, on the other hand, doesn't want us to think of regrets like this. Matheson argues that regret makes it clear both to ourselves and others where we currently stand in regards to the choices and decisions we have made, actions we've performed, and the outcomes we've caused. Matheson believes that regret has this communicative function. Matheson goes on to acknowledge that regret and going through regret is extremely painful, but ultimately we should never try and be completely without it. According to Matheson, those who endorse the no regrets view see regret as being purely negative. While regret is painful and negative, it has many positive purposes. In fact, it may even be central to our lives insofar as it is an important way to break down the gap between ourselves and others.
There's nowhere you can hide, Spartan. Put as much distance between you and the truth as you want. It changes nothing. Pretend to be everything you are not. Teacher, husband, father. But there is one unavoidable truth you will never escape. You cannot change. You will always be a monster.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
In the game, Kratos represents an individual that hasn't let their regret perform that communicative function. Throughout most of the game, Kratos is simply attempting to run away from his past, run away from his actions, and bury everything in order to start a new life. The problem with this method is that he holds tightly to all of his regrets, with the inability to share and communicate that regret with those who he has built a life with. He's distant, he's cold. In fact, his son attempts to call him out throughout most of the game.
Faye. Wait! Come back! No! No! What have you done? Why did you do that?
I saved you! You were trapped in there! I waited, but you wouldn't come out! So I pulled you out!
Boy! I was gone only... moments.
No! You've been gone a long, long time! I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again! Why don't you care?
That's impossible.
We should go before they come back. I hope you got what you needed.
Yes.
Kratos obviously loves his son, yet he is so lost in his regret that he's been stewing in for years that he doesn't think he can change. He fears that when it comes down to it, he will always be that angry, rage-filled god, and he's right. Kratos is absolutely right. It's only at the final boss of the game, after Kratos fights and eventually kills another god, he is able to have a cathartic moment where he utilizes the communicative powers of regret to show himself and his son that he has changed, and he will continue this constant evolution of himself.
You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with a god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you'll be. We must be better.
Regret is an emotion that all of us has been inflicted with. I personally see regret as an emotion that makes us who we are. Life is perfect only when it has an equal blend of happiness and regrets. Regrets are like grapes crushed in a jar. Now you feel sad about it, but after enough healing, after enough time, the grapes transform into wine. Your regrets return into memories that you will cherish in your life. But despite all of this, that's just one way of thinking about it. Have another? Comment in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you want more videos like this. This has been Derek from Entertainment Stew, and thanks for watching. Want to learn more about Norse history and mythology? Check out documentaries like Viking Women on Curiosity Stream. Curiosity Stream is the world's first on-demand streaming service for award-winning documentaries that enlighten, entertain, and inspire. Sign up now with the link in the description below in order to start your 7-day free trial of Curiosity Stream.